Hey lovelies, welcome to your July reading. Oh, sorry, I had to take this outside. It is so hot here this summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Just some ground rules before it starts. We are going to use some oracle cards to get a little read on different facets of your month. Love, relationships, work and finances, and also your spiritual development. And then we'll get your main spirit message from a tarot spread at the end. These are going to be general readings, so my only ask of you is that you take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Since these are general readings, I tend to just kind of throw as many meanings out, and then you pick and choose what is relevant to your life and your circumstances. If it doesn't make sense, you have to forgive too many things. Those messages just aren't for you. Leave those on the table and only take what resonates. If you're a cross watcher, feel free to swap them, or even if this is your sign, and you're interested about another person, or it sounds relevant to another person, feel free. You can switch around the characters if you need to. Again, just make it fit to your life, make it resonate. Do not try to force the message. Going to be an interesting month ahead. So we have lots going on, astrologically speaking, going into this reading. So on the 2nd, we have that solar eclipse in Cancer. We have a lunar eclipse, I want to say on like the 18th, 19th, something like that. Later on in the month, we also have Jupiter going retrograde shortly after the eclipse. So in total, we'll have 5 planets in retro this month. So lots of revising, lot of looking back over things and reevaluating things as we're getting these huge downloads and resets from these 2 eclipses. So we are going to be changing and evolving so much over the next 30 days. So take this guidance as an extra boost and extra support to help ground you and recenter you through all of this crazy that's going to be going on. All right, so let's get to your cards, and I hope you enjoy. See you in a bit. Hey Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your July prediction video. I hope you guys have been having an amazing month so far. We're about a week in. I hope June was amazing for you guys. Let us get into it. Alright, Spirit, what messages do we have for Aries concerning love, romance, and relationships? What messages do we have for Aries? Oh, no, got a little stuck there. Right. What messages do we have for Aries concerning love and romance for the month of July? Beautiful. I would expect nothing less. Oh, sorry about that glare. You guys got the heart of God. Look at that. Okay, let's read that one from the book. And number 9, great angel number as well. You are part of something profound, a divine calling and privilege. It is the role of inspiratrix or inspirator upon this earth, the women and men who have hearts capable of bliss. Bliss is what we feel when we let God in. This oracle holds a message for you, direct from the divine. You have a sacred purpose to fulfill upon this earth, and it's all sorted out. This situation, this issue, this awakening that you seek and are living even now is held lovingly in the hands of the divine creator. The creator says to you, leave it with me. It's all unfolding in perfection. I am alive in your heart. I am your heart. Love this. All right, my lovely Aries. At first, I would say that card doesn't sound like an answer to what's going on in your, romantic or emotional world. But what I'm getting, and I think this is going to be for, it may resonate with a lot of you, but I think really it's only speaking to a few of you. And I will say I'm not a huge, supporter is not the word, but I'm not necessarily a proponent for like twin flame and all of that kind of things when you really look into it. But what this sounds like, especially for my single Aries out there who maybe have been single for a while or kind of frustrated with, your findings, like you've been going on dates and it's just not what you had hoped for, what you expected. To me, this is popping up, be like, hey, I know your desires, I've heard them. You are not disconnected from it. It is not forbidden to you. It's there may be an element of divine timing, like things may not be perfect yet. And it's funny, when I was reading it, I almost felt like, and again, I'm not reading you, I love you guys, but I almost feel like it's you, like you're not at the right place. And that doesn't mean you're behind or you're stalling, but I think a lot of you, have some things to conquer, or at least have some other situations not connected to necessarily romance, like it could be work. You may have other goals at this time that it's just not time, like it's not ready, whether it's you or the other person. Like the two counterparts aren't a match just yet. And I say just yet because I feel like this card is coming up as confirmation only because it's not too far off, if you get what I'm saying. But I do feel like this is a reminder to literally kind of surrender and be a part of spirit. You're already connected. And I think a lot of you, especially the people who this is resonating to, you kind of already get this. You already have the awareness. It just sounds like everything, like all the things are right and you understand them all, but everything just hasn't clicked into place. Like there's one final thing that needs to get sorted out, and then literally like click, everything starts to go. To me, this is that reminder of just be in the flows, continue to be connected, continue to be open, and trust in the divine. Like I think literally, like let me pull it up again. I think literally right at the end it said something, leave it with me. It's all unfolding in perfection. Literally leave it with me. So if you, and I feel like this is mostly for my singles, but again, this could totally play out, within a relationship as well. Like if communication is hard, or maybe you guys have been separated by distance for some reason, you're like, oh my God, this is my person, this is the one, but why are we not driving, or why have we not taken it to the next level? Why hasn't he proposed? Why haven't we moved in together? So this could manifest in multiple ways for a lot of you. I do think for the most part, this is my single Aries out there, and I do think a lot of it is really, we heard your prayers, trust that we are making this happen, especially having the heart of God show up. A lot of you, I think we're talking about a soulmate connection. You're not just trying to find a partner, you're trying to find the partner. You know what I mean? And that's a big order. That's a big order to fill, So, it's okay. It's going to take a little extra time in the kitchen before your cheese souffle is ready, but it's going to be worth it. So, my advice, especially with this energy, again, it's all about divine trust. You wanted to put it in Spirit's hands or up to the universe, then do that. Make that intention and then let it go. Do not continue to process over it or ask about it or ask for it. You kind of have to have the faith and the belief and the trust that it's already yours. There's no need to continue to be all hoo-hoo about it. Oh. We're going to take them. That's a little different. All right. I love it. All right, so Aries, this is a new deck, the Secret Language of Light. I've been using this as your, kind of speaking to what your own spiritual evolution, what your own growth and personal development is going on for the month of July. You guys have Enlightenment. Again, sorry for the glare. Check that out, though. I freaking love the visuals in this deck. So you have Enlightenment, and then you also have Authentic Truth. If I have any Legend of Zelda fans out there, tell me that doesn't look like a Triforce. And it is quite fiery for you, Aries. That's a pretty fiery image. There we go. Haha, no more glare. Authentic Truth and Enlightenment. And in the center of Enlightenment, there is, Earth. Like you can kind of see in the middle there. The center of that flower of life is Earth. So I don't know if some of you may be traveling. That could be a thing. Because I don't know why I'm getting drawn to the Earth so much. I almost want to say if you're in a position where you're, traveling, whether this is work or, or just for fun and for pleasure. but I almost feel like if it is travel, for some reason I want to say it's work, because I feel like with enlightenment you're here to inspire, motivate, like you are having some type of impact, on the larger group, on the collective, possibly globally, depending what you guys are up to. Let's start with enlightenment, and then we'll read a little bit about authentic truth. That's funny. You guys are the only sign that had 2 cards, or at least up until now. I still have a few more videos to film, but you're the only ones that got 2 cards. Do you want to go outside, Leo? No? Okay, you good? Alright. I don't know if you heard him meowing underneath me. Alright. There you go. You guys can check that out. You are waking up from your old habits and patterns. At times you may feel bewildered or not quite like yourself. Relax. All is well. You are just keeping up with your evolution and the life that you desire. Your body and mind are adjusting and adapting to your new and loving soul perspective. It is common for your mind or body to resist, react, or panic when you experience the unfamiliar or unknown. However, from this higher vantage, you can change any story that splits you in two and heal any wound. You are not trying to replace a negative memory with a positive one. Instead, see all the components of memory so that a new conclusion can form. An unbalanced memory recreates the trauma every time it is talked about or remembered. This event or person, turning the page, will be blamed for pain in your life today. A balanced memory has no charge or activation and becomes wisdom. You may even come to see a challenge as the best thing that has ever happened to you. Once you change and heal your opinion, enlightenment will shine through as wisdom. Ooh. So talk about raising your vibration. And I did mention, and again, this could totally be unrelated. It could be, the exact same thing. But when I talked about the heart of God, I felt like there was still some healing that needed to be done, or there was another agenda that you had that you wanted to take care of first before finding this. Hey, meows. I feel like this enlightenment is literally talking about whether it's this healing or just raising the awareness, but you are evolving and taking a step up and reaching higher enlightenment, finding a new perspective. This is beautiful. Hi, meows. What you doing down there? Kitties are playing underneath me. I love it. So let's connect that with authentic truth, because, with evolution, you're completely moving in a new direction. You're probably finding really what is your truth. Okay, here we are. Let me... There we go. Okay. The truth will set you free. So long as you recognize there is more than one truth and that the answer you seek exists beyond the beliefs you hold now. We talked about this moving to a higher perspective. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all. Just focus on what resonates with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. There is no right or wrong, but there is cause and effect, or action and reaction. Master yourself, not someone else's process. I like that. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel and practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. When you align with your truth, you will flow, feel excited, and believe an authentic life is possible. If it is not your truth, you will resist and find it hard to commit and feel indecisive. Oh my God. I don't think they can be put together any better. As you go through this enlightenment, you definitely are going to be finding your truth, what feeds your soul, what makes the most sense for you. Okay, bye, Leo. But really, this is about, I don't even want to say finding your voice, but I think this is really solidifying what it is you desire, who you want to be, what you want this life to look like. I think with this solar eclipse, everyone is going through shifts, but it feels like for a lot of you Aries, this may be kind of changing a big direction for something. And again, this could be a personal thing, this could be a work thing, this could be, regarding relationships. Maybe you want a different type of relationship. Who knows? But I feel like you are making this shift with this new heightened awareness about what it really is that fuels you, feeds you, makes you feel enlightened and in balance. and just where you're meant to be, where you want to be. Because I feel like that's different now from what it used to be. Maybe even a month ago. Now it's completely different. Alright, Spirit. What messages do we have for Aries concerning work and finance for the month of July? Ooh, I am holding the deck upside down. But that is alright. It was meant to happen that way. So, ooh, the glare. Sorry. So you guys got the 7 of water in reverse. So this would be the 7 of cups. Excuse me. So 7 of cups in reverse. I love this. So normally this speaks to options and confusion, having multiple choices to make. Here with the 7 of cups in reverse, it's not that those choices are gone, but you clearly know which cup is yours. You know, upright, you're sitting here looking at all these fish wondering, oh my god, which one should I take home? I don't know which is the right one for me. When this card comes in reverse, the confusion, you can see through it. The illusion is no longer there. You can clearly see the way forward. You can clearly see what it is you need to do about this situation. So with work, if you've been contemplating anything with work, you know, whether you want a career change, whether you want to stay where you are, whether you want to, you know, take that promotion or, you know, anything like that, whatever situation has been happening at work, I would say, and honestly, for some of you, I think, especially those of you who, you know, are a little further along, you know, this heightened awareness, you know, or actually, well, that could go either way, I guess. But yeah, those of you who definitely have a little more enlightenment or a little more awareness to the situation, some of you may already have this. Like, you may already know which cup you're supposed to drink. You know, maybe you just you don't have enough trust in it, or even trust in yourself that you're making the right decision, so you're still kind of weighing it out, but you already know the answer. I feel like most of you already know what it is you want to do about this situation. For those of you who truly have no idea, this is coming. Within the month, you're going to see things much clearer and have a much better perspective of what is really, again, what is really in line with your needs. You know, sure, it might be a great promotion, but, you know, it means you'll be traveling 3 weeks out of the month and you want to be able to come home every night. You know, it's things like that. But again, if you're still worrying with it, by the end of the month, you're not going to be dealing with it anymore. You will figure out the answer you need. And again, I think for some of you, you already know what that answer is. You just haven't kind of committed to it, or you haven't voiced it. You know, just kind of declared, this is what I'm doing. Oh, that's interesting. Some of these cards are flipped over from last time. Let's turn those right side up for you. There we are. All right. Well, that's good. We got some clarity for work, some heightened awareness personally, and some divine trust that what you've asked for concerning relationships is coming. Because it is. And actually, it's probably already here. We just need to be aware of it. Alright, so Spirit, what messages do we have for Aries for the month of July? What is the most important thing Aries needs to know concerning the month of July? Ooh. So the 4 of Cups in reverse. That's actually not a bad card to get in reverse, because to me that really is talking about letting go of the past. We're not looking back anymore. There's no need. Why? Because there's nothing we can do about that. It's already happened. All we have is now, so we can't worry about what's happening next. Oh. Are you coming out? No, we're going to put you back in. What do we get? Oh, look at that. So, 4 of Cups to the Queen of Cups. So, Queen of Cups, I think this is really you guys really getting in touch with your feels. Really getting in touch with your feels. Definitely this could speak to some healing as well. Flip somebody over. There you are. I see you. definitely in your feels. It's almost like you've been going through this process where you have just been looking at the past and wondering what's going on and getting lost in regrets. With the Queen of Cups coming up after, I think now you're really processing that. It's not only like, oh my God, that, and I'm just going to use relationships as an example. It's like here you're just looking back at that past relationship, like, why didn't it work out? Oh my God, that was so painful, I never want to do that again. And you've just been looking at it, but not really analyzing it. Here with this Queen of Cups, she's very nurturing and caring, but she's very, very deep. So she's looking through all the depth of that water, through that emotional ocean. Be like, all right, so I know this. So why did it suck? How could this have played out differently? And it's not about who's to blame, but it's like, all right, so it hurt me when this happened. Why? What was the root of that? That's where the healing is, when you kind of allow yourself to go to this place. But this is great, Aries, because this is what kind of releases you from wanting to play it back over and over again. You're finally watching it and going through it versus just like having it play on the TV. Oh, that was a lot. All right. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I will take all of that. Every single one of them. So, Five of Swords in reverse, conflict coming to an end. So again, this could literally, if the example I had, if this was a past love, I know it's not a cups, but wherever there was conflict, probably from your past, again, you are moving from it. You are making better choices. You are using more wisdom to create the success and the victory that you have been desiring. Here you have the Empress. Empress is all about creation, abundance, life-giving, love, beauty, harmony. Six of Wands is all about success, victory, coming home from the battle triumphant. Here you won the battle, and this could even be a tactical, strategic retreat. You're like, this is a fight I'm never going to win. Like I said, there's nothing you can do about the past. It happened. I know I'm not going to win, so I'm going to just pull out and take my troop home before anyone gets hurt. I'm going to take care of them. Because this battle isn't the life I wanted to lead. I want to create a better life with more harmony, more beauty, with more abundance. That's where you find success. Ooh, this can be a huge month of emotional healing if this is something that you haven't already gone through. I feel like most of you, Aries, you're already kind of on this road. Like this is already kind of happening for you. This is just the kind of beginning of it. Look, and then here you are, Ace of Swords, with truth, clarity, understanding. This is taking action. So we're at a little bit of a pause here because we're going through the emotions, we're going through our feels, but literally we get to this point where we see it better, we see it clearly, and we're finally done with it and willing to walk away. Why do we walk away? Because there's much bigger things we need to work on, and much bigger things that actually feel good to be working on. Oh, look at that. Lover's card. A lot of you Aries must have relationships on the brain. Oh, okay. Fell right on the Lover's card. Oh my God, look at that. Two of Cups literally landed right on top of the Lover's card before it slipped into my lap. So yep. I love. Actually, we're going to keep you. You also got the Eight of Cups. We've already kind of talked about this. We're walking away from all of these things. So again, knowing what to walk away from. And you have this, by the time you get here, you have this Ace of Swords. You already understand what you need to do. You're already aware what this connection looks like, feels like, all of that. And then you release it. Release all the things that keep you bound, keep you stuck in the past. Because here's your bottom of the deck. The Fool. Brand new beginning. Fresh start. Brand new. So I am not worried about your relationship at all, Aries. And neither should you. If that's something that you're still toying with or playing over, especially this old one, let it go. There's something wonderful waiting for you. once you're ready for it and let go of this baggage and let go of this worry and this fear and this doubt. And that honestly could be what it is. It may not even be baggage. It's just fear of this repeating, or fear of losing something, fear of making the wrong choice. Don't do that to yourself. Take this as confirmation that someone amazing is waiting for you. Just as much as you're looking for them, they are looking for you. Alright? Woo! Alright, my loves, I'm going to wrap up your reading here. As always, wishing you the best. I love you, Aries. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming and checking out this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Helps the channel to grow. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We do this a couple times a month, so come back and join us. And as always, best part of being here is all about connecting and sharing this story with you. So if you have any questions, anything you want to share with me, hit me up in the comment section below. Feel free to DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you ever want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the description box. Take care, have a great July, and I will see you in your next video, Aries.